What's good with y'all? Get right here. Switch this over. Chill, son. Will not be a problem today. Get right. Yep. Glad y'all rocking with me today. And all that good stuff. Give y'all a minute. As y'all can see the title. Jesse Petersons of the world. Let's go. If y'all don't know who Jesse Peterson is, I will inform you of who he is. You know what I mean? So let me get right real quick. Let's see what it is. Let's see if I'm all good over here in the field. Yeah, y'all. Let me know what's up. Top of the morning to y'all. And all that good joints. You know what I mean? Trying to find myself in the mix. There we go. All right. You. Okay. Think I'm good. All right. Think I'm good. All right. What's good, nerdies, nerdettes, YouTubians, Nerd Gang Nation? It's the Top Dot. Today's WhittyCast is about something I call the Jesse Petersons of the world. Jesse Petersons of the world are, as goes, self-hating people, ill-informed people, unappreciative people, sadly directed people, and overall shells. Shells of people. If y'all don't know who Jesse Peterson is, it's the age of Google. Y'all can go Google the man. He's self-hater, what I call him. Self-hater dude. I don't really do political joints like this, but in this case, I had to. In that case, I had to. Because I seen the interview, and I'll link the interview below. It's an interview with him and a person that I follow called David Pakman. And David Pakman is a Jewish and Argentinian dude. Well, basically white. So he was talking to him because he had him on the show before. He's one of the internet media guys, both of them. So he had him on the show, Jesse Lee Peterson dude. Now this is a weird conundrum. I actually like David Pakman a lot more than I like Jesse Lee Peterson. Not just because the black and white thing. Jesse Lee Peterson is black and David Pakman is white, or Jewish and Argentinian. Sorry about that, Dave. Yeah, but I found myself aligning myself more with David Pakman because just of the common sense that he was talking. Not skin color. Common sense that he was talking. They was having a debate, at Politicon, which is, I guess, is a thing that they do now where Republicans, Democrats, progressives, everybody come together and try to hash things out and see what each other point of view is. And Jesse Lee Peterson, he's not the sharpest knife in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? He's not the sturdiest shovel, in the shed. So they didn't have him on the main stage. They had him like in the background. kind of. So, no fault, y'all. So, he was interviewing David Pakman. David Pakman was the person that he had on his internet show. I think it's called The Fallen State. So, which has like 155,000 subscribers plus, but my boy David Pakman got like almost 600,000 because real recognize real, and people want to hear something that they can grow off of and they can learn off of and pass on. They don't want to listen to whoever, spout out ignorant rhetoric about this, that, and the fifth. But phase 2, they were talking to him about simple issues. And the first thing that came out of Jesse Peterson's mouth was, I'm black and slow. And he kept repeating this. During the whole little interview, he kept repeating, I'm black and I'm slow. Usually, most people should say, you shouldn't get offended by that. I don't see how. I don't see in no way, shape, or form how I shouldn't be offended by somebody consistently saying, I'm black and slow. I'm black. I'm not slow. He says, I guess one of his mantras when he come in to his show is, hey, you with the Jesse Peterson time, black people, you late, but we on CP time, which is colored people time, which is, if you're a black person, why are you referring to yourself in the third person as a black person, and they're not even black? You're referring to yourself in the third person as a colored person. Like, black people or African American people are coloring books. Giant coloring books. Like, you could just fill in whatever you want to. No, bro, I hate the color people, the whole color people thing. I do not like that. Because when you say color, you don't give definition to it. You just say color. Like, blue is defining a color. You know what I'm saying? Black, okay. Most of us are brown. You can clearly see I'm brown. You can clearly see this is black. Am I that color? No. No, I'm not that color. But it's easy to equate. It's incredibly easy to equate. Plus, a lot of people don't really sit back and realize that black is broke down in two different varieties. Black, nighttime, you know what I'm saying, cover of night, black hides things that can't be seen normally, and all that on that spectrum. They don't understand on the other spectrum, black is also every single color combined in one. It's every single color. If you went to a box of crayons right now and you just started scribbling in one spot and you kept scribbling at one spot with different crayons, eventually it's going to turn black. Because that's every color mixed into one color. That's it for that phase. So, to get back on the Jesse Peterson thing, he kept referring to being on color people time. It's ignorant. And that makes the whole premise of what some of these racist people say kind of true. Because now, you, a black person, is coming out here and saying, and jingling all the stereotypes. I mean, it's jingling them too, ignorantly jingling them, not thinking of no repercussions, no nothing, no nada. He just out here, we stupid. I'm black people, we stupid. Really? Like, you don't got no better answer? So, during the interview, and let me see, man, I'm gonna try to pull up. I'm gonna pull up a little bit, like 2 seconds of the audio, so y'all can hear just how incredibly dumb this man sounds. I don't want him to hear this video and then try to do whatever. But this is off the David Pakman show, so I don't think, you know what I'm saying, whatever. I'm still, I know pretty much about YouTube, but a copyright thing is slippery slope. But this is under the copyright law. This is free. I'm just explaining something. I'm trying to explain my point, and this is some of the information I have to explain my point. Alright. Yeah, we go to it from here. Alright. Now. Alright. Now this. We'll go back a little bit. Turn this up a little bit. See where he's talking. He's going to. I don't know what part of the video this is, but I'm going to give you just a small snippet of how he sounds. And then y'all let me know.
Should I assume you date boys?
No.
Because it's normal to assume you date girls. Otherwise.
Statistically speaking, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, most people are heterosexual.
Okay. The person that asked, I'm assuming that you like girls and you don't like boys. That's Jesse Lee Peterson, the black man. Off top. David Packman, sorry about that. David Packman was the one that answered and said, no, I exclusively date women. That's all I date, you know. I don't find nothing wrong with dating men, but you know, that's not my forte. So Jesse Peterson goes on, basically, this is supposed to be a little debate. And he was supposed to be debating him about something. What he was debating him about was him basically being a progressive. You know, basically being, and not being with Democratic or Republican Party. He states, you know, basically states you're not a man if you're not a Republican or a conservative. I don't know about none of that. I am what you call progressive. You know, so whatever that terminology is, I just want to see people shine. I want to shine myself. That's about it, you know. And if that's progression. So if that's the case, yeah. I'm a progressive. Because I'm trying to see everybody progress and get bigger. If that's the Democratic Party, I'm a Democratic. If that's the Republican Party, and I've been fooled for all these years, then I guess is what it is. I'm for whoever is trying to help, not hinder. But moving on from that. So, with that being said, that was a little example of Jesse Peterson. So I'm giving y'all the overall view of the dude. Now, the reason I say and name this the Jesse Petersons of the world is because he's not the only person that think like that. He's not the only person that's been trained mentally to think like that. You see almost see little signs of it in Mr. West. You see signs of it in Candace Owens. You see signs of it in Jim Brown. You see signs of it in every single person of color that walk around and act like they hate being their color because somebody told them that your color or your race of people are worthless. You know, they don't want to learn. They don't want to get hip to the game. They don't want to do none of that. The only thing they want to do is strongly believe that everybody, this is getting on my nerves. You don't have to keep doing that. It's crazy. But yeah, so there's a lot of people like that out here. There's a lot of people that just hate themselves because somebody else done told them, yo, listen, you should hate yourself. You know, we ain't got no valid reason for you to hate yourself, but you should just hate yourself. And all that. I'm sorry about this camera. This camera, next time I do my this WhittyCast, I'm just gonna be doing it on my other cameras because I like doing this one. This one is consistently jumping in and out, and I don't appreciate that. All right, Sorry about that, y'all. I just had to adjust it real quick, man, 'cause that was irritating. But yeah, so Jesse Peterson is a word. People that don't like themselves because they own color, because somebody didn't convince them that they own color or race or people are worthless and has nothing to contribute to the world. But history shows that we helped build America on our backs, and they didn't pay us. We weren't disgruntled workers. We were servants, indentured servants, without having nothing being indentured. But we were still indentured servants, which means we was paying off somebody's debt that was imaginarily made up. You know, we don't know how everything started, but we do know how it unfolded because we living in the aftermath of it. But the Jesse Petersons of the world are the people who can't seem to let go of negative stereotypes about themselves. They can't seem to let go of falsehoods about themselves. No, we're not the most, dominant. Sometimes we're not the most cool-headed, you know what I mean? But that's some of everybody. But we have more pluses than we got minuses, is what I'm saying. And I really wish some of my folks would see that. Some people would realize that you don't have to be a stigma. You don't have to be a stereotype. You don't have to be the average, You can be different. You can be different without trying to be different. You can be different without dressing up like gothic. You can just be different in your own way. You could, you know what I'm saying? I like a lot of the same stuff everybody else do, but I'm different in a way because I also like different stuff that I know other people might not like anime. A lot of people don't like anime. I love anime. You know what I'm saying? And I'm from the hood. So, I'll let you know, man, that it ain't about where you from. It's about where you at, where you going, and where you want to be. But back on Mr. Peterson. And people like him. It's a mental block. It's a mental stigma on yourself. You basically block yourself. And when I think that's what it is this defense tactic. It's like when you in a fight and you can't beat the person up. So what do? You try to become as feeble and as unthreatening as possible so that person can leave you alone. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it works, but in most cases, people just want to go crazy anyway, so they're going to keep going crazy. But, yeah, so they just want to go crazy anyway, so they're going to go crazy. But you got some people they'll be like, okay, they fear me, I'm good. So that, I'm trying to do two things at once. All right, yeah. With that being said, Jesse Peterson, the people that would just take anything that other people say, even though it's been proven that all of this stuff is hate-filled, and some of it, not some of it, 95% of it is false, and the other 5% is just bitten off of, actual facts. Like, I don't know where they got the black people are late thing. That shit's stupid to me, and color people time, and I don't understand all of that. But they didn't say that when our ancestors was in the field every single morning at the top of the morning picking cotton for 19, 20 hours a day, getting America rich. They wasn't slow back then. They wasn't on CP back then. They was on WP. You know what I'm saying? But WPT, world people time. Yeah, y'all thought I was finna say white people. No, world people. Meaning you was on everybody's time. You was on the world's time. You had to get up whenever they said you had to get up. You had to do whatever they said you had to do, and you had to be whatever they said you was. You know what I'm saying? And sad that we got a lot of people that think like that. I've been trying myself to make sure my people, everybody around me, don't think like that, because that's the most dumbest thing ever, man. Like, literally. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard, is for all this research and this knowledge to be out here, but you just gonna say, I believe what you're telling. I believe what you're telling me, and I'm finna roll like you roll. When you don't, people that know there's a law of physics and still ignore the fact that there's a law of physics, I don't listen to those type of people. You people are idiots to me. Because if I throw a rock in the air and it comes back down, and we call it gravity, I'm going to assume it's called gravity. Now, if I throw a rock in the air and it float there, then I got to question gravity. I got to understand why this rock can float, but something else can't. You know, you got to do research. You got to go out there and look. But a lot of black people, or a lot of my brothers and sisters, not a lot of them. I'm not gonna say a lot. A handful, which is a lot, tend to ignore research. They tend to ignore facts, and they tend to ignore signs. So basically what they do is they veer off and go somewhere else. And they go to a different source for the facts. And the people that they go to for the facts are the same people that don't want them to have the real facts anyway. So they basically the ones telling them, nope, go here and do this again. It's basically spinning them in a circle. You know, they basically spinning them in a circle. You know what I mean? They keep believing the same people that don't want them to have the knowledge. They just, I need to know about this part of my ancestry. We don't know about that. But you read in a book that say this is black people's ancestry. We don't know about that. Okay. And they go off, do the same thing, come back to the same person. I need to know about this. Can you help me out with this? No, you shouldn't be trying to seek that, because it ain't nothing in there that you want to know. And they say, okay, and then they drift off again. That is beyond dumb. Don't listen to the same people that want to stop your mission. Don't expect them to accompany you on a mission, and they don't even want you to go on a mission. Some of y'all people just run into brick walls, look at the brick wall, and keep running into it, thinking that the brick wall is going to get any softer. And it's not. It ain't going to get no softer. And it's not going to get no more easier to run through that brick wall. But you can find a way around the brick wall, or you can get something stronger than the brick wall. And if you really got to bust through, there you go. Bust through. So, my thing to the Jesse Petersons of the world, the people that are self-haters, the people that don't do research and just think all top, whatever they say, whatever anybody say about us is concrete truth. No. Because if you went back in the archives, you actually looked, a lot of the knowledge that is used now, some of the tools that we use now, some of the logics that we live by right now, all of that, most of it has been originated from people of color. Most of it's been originated from people of mixed origins, but mainly people with color, white people, black people, Asians, Latinos. All of this knowledge that's out here has been produced by not just one entity, multiple entities. Like, the reason we got the afterlife theory, the Egyptians. The reason we got the whole basis mostly of religion is from the Egyptians. We got the rules of war and everything from the Aztecs and the Mayans. Like, We got some of the devices that we use now. We got the ideas from those from ancient Egyptians and Mayans and Aztecs, Incas and everything like that. So with that, you will want to go back and figure out that. Because once you go back in the archive and figure out everything, then you'll realize that it's way more. It's way more knowledge out here in this world than you think and you thought. Way more. Also, you'll find out that the people did a lot more. They did a lot more to help the world rotate than we actually give credit for. And a lot of us disrespect the drive and the focus that some of these people before us had, so we can have this chance at the same time. And that's what makes me mad about the Jesse Petersons of the world. Y'all ignore that. It's people like John Lewis. John Lewis, he's still living. God bless his soul. It's pictures of him getting beat up by the police just because they were trying to be free. Just because they were trying to walk down the street or go to a restaurant that these folks did not want them to go to after they brought their parents over here. And now we built all of this stuff, and you telling us we can't enjoy some type of fruitfulness of this labor that we did? We can't enjoy none of that. We just gotta sit around and watch profit and gain everything off of the sweat, blood, and tears of our work and our people, and we can't enjoy none of this. You know what I'm saying? That's what made me mad. Like it was some of their ancestors, some of my ancestors. You know what I'm saying? Some of everybody's ancestors then fought to be free and to have a free state of mind. You know what I'm saying? Not like Kanye's version of free thinker. No, free state of mind. That's the essentialness of a free thinker, is the free state of mind. Just being open to most things and being not closed-minded, but not going above and beyond to try to make a lie truth. So my message to all the Jesse Petersons of the world, bro, there's way more pluses than there is minuses to our culture. If you really want to spread a message, stop going around spitting rhetoric, dumb semantics, falsehoods, and just ignorant speech, because you don't make yourself look no better to whoever you trying to sample dance for. You're not gaining no cool points. All in the end, you're not finna get no secret. It's not no secret award that these people gonna give you. You're not finna get no secret like kingdom for doing none of this. You're just doing it just because you want to join the crowd, is what I'm thinking. Because most people that do this, in my eyes, just want to join the crowd because it sounds good. It sounds really, really good. And if we can make fun of you, they won't make fun of us. That's their theory. If we make fun of our own selves, then y'all won't make fun of us, because you will equate us to y'all, and you will say, oh no, you ain't like them. You're not like them at all. You're cool. You're one of the cool ones, which is separative words. Oh, you're cool. You're not like them. You're one of the cool ones. Meaning, oh yeah, you're not like them thuggish black people. Just like, once again, Mr. Peterson thinks that Colin Kaepernick is a thug, and anybody else that kneels is a thug, because he's been programmed to think that anybody who goes against something that we don't really hold true to ourselves, you scold them for it because we said scold them for it. So to all the Jesse Petersons of the world, I got two responses for you. My sensible one is get knowledge, get wisdom, get understanding about yourself. Go do some research. Stop listening to neo-Nazis and white supremacists tell you that black people ain't good for nothing but work and killing. Also, along with that point, Stop putting yourself out there as a token, because you're not getting nothing special from whatever you're trying to do. So when you look back 30 years from now and your grandkids asking what you did, what did you do in life and how did you help, you know what I'm saying, the land that you would, basically how did you help you and yours? And the only answer you got is, well, I told black people they was lazy. It's like, but grandpa, you are black. I know. But I told other black people they was lazy and they was ignorant and stupid for not believing what neo-Nazis and racist people want them to believe. My second thing on that is, I'm gonna go a little bit gangster on this one. On behalf of all black people, on behalf of all Jesse Petersons in the world, I apologize the first half on YouTube for it. I didn't do nothing. I was just like, on behalf of all sensible black people, we apologize for Jesse Peterson. No. The other side of me says, we don't care. Like normal black people, we don't really care about Jesse Peterson of the world, but we have to be conscious of them because they make our jobs harder. They make actual smart black people's jobs harder because it's just a whole slew of things that makes our job incredibly harder when we got Jesse Petersons of the world running around, Jesse Lee Petersons of the world, you know what I'm saying, running around willy-nilly talking crazy, man. But that's it for now, y'all. That's all I have for my WhittyCast today. I already told y'all I'm going to keep them a little bit short. I just had another idea is instead of throwing a million subjects in one, I'm just going to have one straight, nice little shot subject. You know what I'm saying? For y'all. And also, sorry about yesterday. I had a WhittyCast plan, but me and my homie, we was going to do a reaction, and I was going to hit y'all with a WhittyCast reaction, you know, with my homeboy, but as you can see, they blocked my video. They blocked the dang Nipsey. They blocked the Nipsey Hussle video worldwide. So it's not just me, I guess, but I guess I can find a way to maneuver through that and, you know what I mean, get the video played. But with that being said, y'all, that's what we gonna do. We're going to want to wish y'all a good afternoon. People that's waking up in the West Coast, y'all watching me on the West Coast, good morning. And people that's watching me in Australia and China and everything, good day to China and good night. It's like England and Australia. Yeah, all that good stuff. But yeah, until next time. And I won't have this damn camera either. I have my other one. Until next time, y'all. Watch, like, subscribe, share. Let the people know about WhittyCast, man. Games, comments, and all kind of illness. We are out.